Go ahead and state your name on camera for me, please.
Joseph Lucero.
And I'm Brian, and we got 10 laps in the Cayman GTS. So before we head out there, I just want to cover a couple of things. We do have cones all around the track. Some cones are for braking, some are for turning, some are for apexing. As we approach all these different cones, I will point them out to you and let you know what to do.
Okay.
Always keep the eyes ahead, and vision gives you confidence with speed and will allow you to anticipate your action. Make sure that when you're braking, you brake with that wheel straight, because when you're braking, that weight is taken off that rear axle.
Brake straight. Okay.
Yep. If you do that while turning, the car can slide. You also want that wheel straight before accelerating, so then you have the best traction. But you can use a little bit of throttle mid-corner, because that will put the weight to the rear axle and keep the car balanced.
Okay.
Now, we do allow passing. In a passing situation, we'll turn on the hazard lights. The car will come around. If we're going to pass a vehicle, wait for other cars to turn on the hazard lights.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's pull ahead to the left. I'd recommend to start in automatic.
Okay.
And then maybe the second set of 5 laps, we'll switch to manual after you learn the color.
Okay.
All right. Let's go forward. And we'll go right next to the orange cones. Do you have any questions?
Holding the steering wheel.
Yes.
He was telling me about keeping it right here.
Exactly.
I'm real bad on shuffling with the steering wheel when I do my turns.
Yeah. So you never actually have to move the hands because the car has really direct steering. Let's come to a complete stop here. We're wait for this orange McLaren to come through. So, I mean, you never have to move the hands, especially if you're going to be using the paddles. You want to keep them at 93 because then the paddles will be right there for you.
Right.
All right, so let's wait for just a second. This McLaren's coming through. All right, go ahead and accelerate a notch. Stay on the right side.
Stay on the right side?
Okay, go full throttle here. Nice. And now you can transition over to the left side. Go a little faster. So I want you to go ahead and test the brakes here. Just try to test the brakes. Yeah, they work nicely now. Release the brakes, go over to the green cone. Go all the way up to it. And now look for the green cones on the right side. Stay wide, look to the apex, and turn on in. And then we're going to bring it back over to the left side. Go all the way up to the right as you add that speed. And now accelerates. All the way up to the right side, look for the orange cones. I'm going to go ahead and use the brakes. Stay wide, wait for that green cone, and now turn into the apex on the left. All the way down to the left side. Use a little more of that wheel. So a little less gas.
A little less gas?
Yeah, if you use too much gas mid-corner, you're taking the weight off the front axle. Get to the right side, add that speed, and now get to the paint to the left side. And now look for that next green cone, and go full throttle here. Nice. Stay on the power, look to the right side and turn in. All the way to the right. And hard brakes. To the left, turning into the apex. Nice, back to power to the right side. And then we'll bring it back over to the left. And now you can go accelerate as fast as you want. Back to the right. And green. Perfect. And we're going to bring it all the way up to that green cone on the right side. And now we'll look to the left. Connect the dots. Make sure that you get that wheel straight. And then accelerate. So wheel straight, now full power. To the left side.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, full throttle. And turn in. How you feeling so far, man?
Pretty decent.
Yeah, this car's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Back to the right, add that speed. Look for orange cones, accelerating. Stay to the right, and hard brake. Now look out your window. Turning in just a little bit of gas, just enough to keep the car balanced. There's more wheel on. So turn a little more with that wheel, because you got a lot of grip there. Eyes back to the right side, all the way over to the green cones. And then we'll bring it back to the left where that one car passes. Stay to the left side. See our drift car comes around, switch to the brakes for me. So stay to the left, keep moving. Just have one car comes around us. And we're just going to keep this to the left side. One car's coming around here, get to the brakes. I'll give you an extra lap for this as well. Just because we had to go slow a little bit far. Let's go over to the right side. And now add that speed and full throttle. Nice, stay to the right side. Nice. And brake. Perfect. Go all the way up to the green cone. And now to the inside. That wheel straight, and then full throttle to the left. Nice, this is lap 3, keep going. Full throttle here. Nice, stay wide. Now go a little more brakes. Nice, and apex off, brakes turning in. Back to power here to the left. So you can use the momentum of the car for this section. Back to the right, full throttle here. All the way up to the orange cones. And brake. Stay wide. To the apex, off brakes turning in. less gas. There you go, a little more steering though. Because you can use more wheel, but you just want to make sure you don't use too much gas, otherwise the car will slide in the front end. It's going to understeer. So add that speed off to the left. Nice, and now move to the next brake count. Full throttle here. Nice. Stay on just a little bit of gas as you turn in, all the way to the right side. Nice, and hard brake, turning and releasing. Now back to power. That was much better. Feel that difference?
Yeah.
Nice, accelerate. And brake. Very nice. Now you're getting that confidence, right?
Yeah.
All the way out. Nice. Eyes to the apex turning in. This is starting lap 4. Get that wheel straight, and then full power. Nice. A little bit of gas keeps the balance, but you can use more of that steering wheel as you did. Nicely done. Add that speed off to the left. Now look to that executing counter. Full throttle. Nice. Release all the power to the right side, all the way to the right. Nice. And hard brakes. Turn in release brakes. Now you get the hang of that. Nice. Add that speed and accelerate. Nice. Go to the right side. Nice. And brake. Perfect. Let's get into that green cone again. Lap 5 now, this is the final lap of the first part of the session. Cut in. Now look down that straight, add that speed, and full throttle. Very nice, stay wide. Look into the corner. All the brakes turning in. Steady throttle to the left, all the way to the right. Get that one, there you go. And accelerate over to the orange cones. And brake. Perfect. Eyes to the apex turning in. A little more steering. There you go. And steady gas. Then go back to the right side. All the way to the right. With less gas. So right to the front. Steady power to the left side. Nice. Look to the left. And add that speed. Nice. Now back to the right side. All the way to the orange cones. And hard brake. Turning in. Steady throttle here to the right. Nice job, man. And accelerate. Perfect. And now we're going to do a nice slow lap. So keep it on track. What we're going to do is one lap at a slower speed so the car cool down. So this will be our cool down lap before we do 6 more laps. Okay, nice job, man.
Thank you.
How you feeling so far?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Good. What impressed you the most so far?
Shoot, probably when I'm able to do those turns, honestly. That's
Yeah.
pretty fucking crazy.
Isn't it? Yeah. And you can really see how the throttle is controlling the balance, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're on the throttle, the weight's coming off the front axle. So if you do too much throttle mid-corner, there's not enough weight in the front tires to turn them. So you're going to get an understeer or sliding in the front tires. So that's why, especially through the turn 3, which is coming up, that really long left-hander, sometimes you got you too much gas mid-corner, that's why you can feel the car pushing out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, the throttle is also turning the car, right? So too much throttle will push the front tires and make the car understeer.
Okay.
Yeah. So for here, for instance, go to a little bit of gas, turn in, and now go to a little more gas. You feel how it's going to push out, right? Now lift off the pedal, see how it pulls in?
Yeah.
So that throttle is controlling the weight, controlling the way the car rotates.
Okay.
So too much throttle pushes you out, and then if you come off the throttle a little bit, it'll bring you back in.
Gotcha.
So you try to find just that right amount of throttle, which keeps that equilibrium, that balance, an equal amount of weight on both axles, so that you can go through the corner at speed.
Okay. Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes, I think I'm starting to get it.
Yep. And now we'll bring it back in. Alright, so now you can start to pick up that speed again. We'll start lap 1 of 6, because like I said, I'll give you 1 extra lap, because that drift car kind of helps us. Alright, so add that speed. And brake. Nice, all the way up to that green cone. Now look to the left. And turning on into the left side. Nice, now look down that straightaway. Get that wheel straight, full throttle. Nice.
Honestly, I'm pretty good on that.
Yeah. You'll get more out of it if you just keep it in automatic. So braking and turning in. And just a little throttle, right? Just enough to keep the balance.
Right.
That's much better. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
And you have control. Yeah. Steady throttle here. Now build that speed. And now stay on that throttle just like that. It keeps the balance. And there you go. Now you see much more speed you can take through the corners.
Yeah.
Stay on the gas, turning in. All the way to the right side. All the way over. Hard brakes. And then turning in. A little late when you turn in that time. So you want to turn in a little bit earlier next time.
Gotcha.
Back to the left and accelerate. Nice. Back to the right side as we have that speed. Nice. Full throttle. And great. Nice. Now we're starting that too. All the way up to the green cone. Now look to the apex. Cut in. Steady throttle. Look down that straight. Full throttle. Nice. There we go. Very nice. All the way to that green cone. Now go ahead and release the brakes and turn into the green cone on the right side. Back to the left. All the way to the right. Now we follow this vehicle. Let's get all the way to the orange cones. We pass this car on the left side. So we get off to the left, get to the brakes. And again, the inside out should be a little bit more tight. So you stay to the left. Very good. And now we're going to bring it back around to the right side. You're clear. Steady throttle. Nice. You're great, man. Now add that speed. And steady throttle here. Now look for the next green cone. And accelerate. Nice. Just a little gas as you turn to the right. Now remember this time earlier you're turning in, so braking.
Right.
And now turning in. Better. Better. You see how it's much more smooth than that.
Yeah.
Adding that speed. Full throttle here. All the way to the right side. Nice. And great. Nice. More braking. All the way to that green cone. Nice. The apex. Turning in. This is starting lap 3 now. Get that wheel straight. And full throttle. Nice. Stay wide. Stay on the brakes. Eyes in. Turning in. And then just a little gas to balance the car. Once again, all the way up to the right. Accelerating out here. There we go. Release the orange cones. And braking. Staying wide. Eyes to the apex. Turning in. A little more steering. Just a little gas. There you go. You see that finesse you have?
Yeah.
Much better throttle control. Nicely done. And then back to the left as you add that speed. Steady throttle. Now look for that green cone and accelerate. Nice. Release off the top and turning in. All the way to the right side. And remember, lowering the brakes. And then turning in and releasing the brakes. Steady throttle here. Adding that speed. Nice. And accelerate. Nice. Nice. Brake. Lowering the brakes. Let's get all the way to that green cone. Now look in and turn in. Starting lap 4. Squeeze it up. Squeeze it up. Now go for it. Nice. Great. Nice. Stay on the brakes. Stay wide. Eyes to the apex. Turn release. Back to power. Race to the left. side. Ease it on. Nice, back to right. And now this car is going to let you around on the left side. Accelerate to the left. Nice, stay to the left side. And brake. Nice, stay to the inside. Now look to the apex. Steady throttle. Now look to the next green cones. Into the right, and at that speed. Stay to the right side, stay on throttle. Nice, back to the left. And that speed. Now look to the next green cone. And accelerate. Nice. Just have power to the right. Alrighty, so this car's going to probably let you out. That's not the hazard lights, it looks like they're dragging the brake. So now you can pass the left side. Alrighty. Now you back over the right side. And one more time, accelerate. Nice. To the right. And slow down. And bring it on in.
Awesome.
Nice job, man.
That was
Great
good. That was good.
work.
Thank you, man.
That was awesome. It's awesome that you had so many laps to really learn the car. Because towards the last 5 laps, you were really doing great.
Heck yeah,
That
man.
was good,
Thank
man.
you.
That was great. I was impressed. Great job, following my instructions too. I could really tell you were in tune with everything I was saying. What did you think of the Cayman here?
Fucking badass, man.
And you can see you don't need a 488. You passed the 488. All right, let's go all the way up,
Yes,
and we'll go right next to the other green Porsche. Good job, man.
thank you.